Did you know that pen making goes back to ancient Egypt, where they would use reeds to write with a kind of ink? People have been making pens for thousands of years, and now you can too. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own pen out of a stick, or this is actually a little bamboo stick. I'm just showing you up close that I've been using with my own homemade ink. It's really, really simple. So in your kit, you have one of these, and all you need is a razor blade or a pocket knife. Now this is my husband's pocket knife, and when I asked to borrow it to do the first one, he was like, I don't think it'll cut that. It's not very sharp. And you know what? It worked just fine. So remembering good technique, you're just gonna always push away from yourself, and it's almost like you're peeling a potato. Can you peel a potato? I'm just gonna peel it. I'm gonna keep peeling. Oh, can you see that it broke through the middle? Let's see, right there. See how it broke through the middle? It's trying to focus on there. Yep. So you're gonna keep doing that until you have that all the way broken through, about like that. So see, from where I started to the end, it's broken through, and I can see the other side of the hole. And I'm actually gonna make it just a little bit longer. I'm gonna come back and scoot back to here. Now, if you look at the profile of this one, this is my first one, guys. I'm not an expert by any means, but can you kind of see how it has two levels of curve to it? So what I just did was just the first level of curve. Now we're gonna come to this point. I'll use my pocket knife so you can see. Here's the first level of curve from here to here, see the little point? Now we're gonna do the second layer of curve, okay? So we're gonna go about halfway. Where's halfway? Right about there. And now we're just gonna go deeper. I'm gonna come back to the same spot. Go deeper, deeper. And this is kind of weird because it's a curve, right? So you go slow. You can just do little bits at a time. And you're kind of gonna just keep going down until it almost looks flat to you. Can you see it's almost, I mean, there's still a little bit of a point, but not too much. So we're gonna keep going. Keep going. Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Boom. Okay, now look at that profile. That's actually better than my first one. Okay. Now, this is pretty wide from there to there. I don't want quite that much of a pen. I'm gonna use a little bit. And so I'm just gonna come into the side now and just make it a little bit more of a point. You can do it however pointy you want. Okay, I like that a little bit better, although it's a little bit crooked. You see? It's still a little bit crooked, but it's okay. And then this is maybe the trickiest part. What you're gonna try and do is put a line. You can see it because the ink is stuck through there. You're gonna put a little, what's that called? A cut. You're gonna put a little cut down the center. And I didn't quite get it centered. See how it's not exactly centered? And it works just fine. So we are gonna just, if you can even see me, now this is the one time it kind of looks like I'm pushing towards myself. But this happens so quick. Did you see how it just went right through? And again, it's not perfectly centered, but it's pretty close. And I might even just come in and make it a little bit more triangular so it's a little bit more centered. And there we go. There's my pen. Now, I am not an expert in this. I have read one book and looked at some YouTube videos. So I don't really know why it works this way, but here's my guess based on my very limited experience. It seems like if they have that little cut in the middle, it makes your pen a little bit more flexible. And the other thing it seems to do is it seems to give the ink a place to go so that when you're writing, I don't have to dip for every letter. Because it kind of, see, you can kind of see how the ink is pooling right up there already. So I did some research, and that slit actually guides the ink to the center of your pen, making a point or keeping the ink from going out from the sides. I'm so new at this, you guys, but it's so fun. Make your own pen. Now, you can do this with the bamboo in your kit. You can do it with a straw, actually. If you have a little sibling, you don't want to give them a knife, they can just use some scissors. You could do this with a quill. If you have a feather, you can make a quill. So if you've got access to feathers, it's basically the exact same process. So there's my little tutorial about how to make your own pen. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, ask me.